Two things I want to share with you. Rasulullah's shafa'ah, there's two of them. Rasulullah, when he speaks on Judgment Day, there are two of them. One of them is in hadith. The other one is in Qur'an. The one I shared with you is from where? From hadith. What's the other one? It's in Qur'an. What is it? Ya Rabb, inna qawmi ittakhadhu hadha al-Qur'ana mahjura. Master, this nation of mine abandoned the Qur'an. They took the Qur'an and they left it abandoned. On the one hand, we find the Rasul of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam speaking on behalf of the Ummah. On the other hand, you find Allah, the Messenger speaking on behalf of those who abandoned His Qur'an. They abandoned His Qur'an. And this is my own opinion, you don't have to agree with it. There's a reconciliation between these two. In this hadith, we learn about people who had little to no faith. Little to no iman. And of course, iman is directly related to action. So you can imagine if the iman is nowhere, where the action is going to be. You can imagine. The language of that ayah though, اتَّخَذُوا هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ مَهْجُورًا. Not hajaru hadha al-Qur'an. They abandoned this Qur'an. They migrated away from this Qur'an. No, they took this Qur'an as something to be abandoned. The literal language is, they took this Qur'an as something to be abandoned. In other words, they did take it. And then they disregarded it. There are people who are brought up today in not religious families. Muslims, but not religious families. They don't pray, they don't learn much about Islam, you know. Then there are people who actually learn the religion. They learn it. They learn the book of Allah. They study it. And after studying it, they don't care for it. After learning it, they don't live by it. Those are a special brand of anger from Allah. People who learn His deen and then abandon it. People who took the book and then dropped its seriousness, didn't give it its rights. That's a brand of criminal. There's the neglectful, whose iman was weak, non-existent. But there's another brand of criminal that looks religious. They look like they're people of Qur'an, but they've abandoned Qur'an. That's the one that Allah's Messenger does not speak for, He speaks against. And there's a reason. There's a reason why those people should be spoken against. Because those people, they are seen as the carriers of Qur'an. So when they don't live by the Qur'an and their characters become ugly and their examples become horrifying, then they turn a huge generation of people away from the Qur'an ever even getting a chance. They'll look at those people and say, well, these are people of Qur'an, look at how they act. Why should I even bother with this book? Look at what it produces. This is what it produces? I want nothing to do with it. This is that brand of criminal.